Alright, working on this NR6, I think it was called, NR6 that our buddy Kai gave us. And we're still disassembling it. It's funny because I'm coming across stuff that I've never seen before. Like here, it's around the center here, some kind of brass or bronze, I'm not sure what it is. And this cover, this points cover, I've never seen this. They're nuts with studs. And usually they're just screws. So interesting. I'm learning something here. Let's pop this open. Oh, that's interesting. So this might be specific to this engine. That's actually a bearing, and it's attached to this plate. So I was going to replace that plate. I'm not going to be able to do that. I got to use the same plate. Got to figure a way to fix that. Interesting. Alright, let's take this off. Like I said, this here, somebody put this on with the wrong screws. There's a long one. These are long screws too. I might have to get the screw gun for that. Yeah, these are countersunk machine screws. They should just be flat. Alright, let me get a screw gun and get them out. Alright. Well, I'm taking these screws out up here. I'm looking down at the points because to get this out, you're going to have to unscrew. Unscrew the points because they got a kill wire going down. And as I'm looking at it, let me just tilt it back. I don't know if you guys can see it a little better. But it looks like for some reason the points are sort of epoxied in there. It's like a cruddy epoxy, but they did that for a reason. So let's take some of these connections off here and see if we can get that wire out. That's the capacitor, condenser, whatever you want to call it. And this is what holds the points on. Huh. That was very loose, so maybe that's why they glued it on. Maybe it stripped out. Boy, you got glue yet. It's actually not epoxy. Huh. Oh, there you go. That all came apart. Yeah, it looks like it's not stripped. I don't know what that is. Maybe they just... Let's see what they did. They use that as an insulator. Huh. Oh well. Oh yeah, you know what it is? It's actually some kind of gasket. Alright, no worries. I'm glad we've seen that. Okay, now this can come out. I don't know if this is good, so try not to rip that out. There we go. Try to pull the wire out here. Here we go. Put that aside. Now, I don't want to take this off because there's oil in there. I didn't drain any oil. So I think what we're going to do next is we'll check the oil and drain it. And you know what? While we're here, let's check the valves. You still in camera? Let me touch you a little bit. There you go. Can you see better? I can't, but you can. Alright. Huh. Let me tilt it up so I can see a little bit. Bone dry. Strange. Here's your breather. Let me get that out your way. It's like maybe a mud dog started making a house in there. But everything is bone dry. No oil on it at all. So maybe somebody tried to rebuild this and never got a chance to finish it and put oil in it. But let's take this side cover off here and look at these this reduction gear. I'm not familiar with them, so let me get an oil pan under this in case there's oil in there. Okay, we're going in. Take these bolts out and turn you back on when we're done. Alright, got the magic hammer for a little tapping and the screwdriver with a metal head on it. Old Irwin. Sometimes there's little ears where you can get behind and tap. Wow, this sounds pretty solid. So you gotta keep going around trying to find a spot to tap it. Almost sounds like it's loosening. Could by my imagination though. No, it is loosening. Then you can get a screwdriver in there and persuade it. Okay. I'm gonna run the gasket, but oh look. I don't know if you can see that. Good thing we put, yeah, you can see it. Good thing we put a bib under there. It's puking. Alright, well we expected that, didn't we? Alright. I'm going to work on this. It's on an angle now, that might be detrimental. Alright, I'm going to work on this while you guys ain't watching it and get that off of there. Okay. It's actually the locating pins that were holding it in place. So I turned it back on, more for me than you, so I can see what's going to fall out here. Alright. Alright. I was going to say, I thought that we saved the gasket, but we didn't. We'll make another one of them. Alright. The gears actually look pretty nice in here. Huh. Alright. Let's take a look. Take a look in here. Huh. Wow. I don't think there'll be timing gears in there. If there were, too bad, right? Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. This is actually the end of the crank. Interesting. All those reduction gears look pretty good. Set that down in the oil there. I wonder how they fill this. Probably just gets pumped up there. There's probably a pump. Alright, let me wipe this up a little bit and then we'll turn it around. Alright. Again, this is for me, not for you guys. So remember how everything is back. That helps a whole lot. Everything works good in here. Everything's nice spinning. Very nice. Even the play. I don't, you know, with that big heavy flywheel on it, the play felt a lot worse, but it's really not bad at all. But anyway, I regress. Alright, this just goes on like that. You see that, Road King? That just goes on like that. But I think you got to keep that gear in there because that stays here. And then this comes out. And there's a brass washer here with a spiral in it. And the spiral goes to the outside so you can see it. And there is an indexing pin right there. Looks like there supposed to be 2 indexing pins. I don't know. But anyway, That goes with the spiral so you can see it. Alright. Like I said, that's for me, not you guys. But I hope you enjoy it. Alright, let's turn it around and take that plate off. Alright, let's take the side cover off. Yeah, how about we get this condenser out of the way? We don't need that, right? Gotta be very careful because this is cracked. I'm gonna have to reinforce that somehow if I can get this apart. Epoxy. Let me unscrew this. We'll turn you back on after you unscrew it. Alright, we're all loosened up here. We just unscrew them. Get this plunger here. We don't need that. I can't grab it. It'll have to stay. Alright, first we want to see if we're going to need movement out of this at all. And we don't. Oh yeah, there we go. Look at that. Oh, Road King. Road King! You amaze me. We lost the gasket, but we saved the plate. Lost the gasket, but saved the plate. I'll take it. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to take the bottom off so we can look at it. Let me get this plate out of the way so we don't destroy it and damage it. Alright, let's unbolt the base. I usually never drain the oil. I usually just take this off and then drain the oil after. Okay, that's pretty tight. Let's try this. Where's the magic hammer? Okay, it's moving. Okay, got that loose. This one here you can only get an open end on. Oh, it was pretty loose. Okay. So this one here, it's got a slot head. You can take it out with a screwdriver. If I recall, these are pretty long. There you go. You guys sticking with me? Turn it this way. Turn it this way so you can see. Get a socket on there. Okay. That's coming out. Finger tight, so yeah, this is all coming apart too easy, so you know this thing's been apart a million times. Alright, now that base should separate. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. There we go. I'm trying to lift this with one hand. Cast iron. Ugh. Okay. Oh, it's got an oil pump. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? That thing's spinning at 3,500 RPM. That's squirting that stuff way up, way up. Look at wee, woo! Oh, it's too much fun. Yeah, most of them have slingers, but not this one. All right, let me drain this and clean it up a bit, and then we'll go from there. All right, I dumped that oil out, and the oil was brand new. You could tell it has never been used. I almost hated to throw it in a can, but I had to. But if you look in here, this is the sump. Big chunks of metal. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it was an old connecting rod. Then you got more in the corner here. I did notice. You put the light on. Well, you don't need the light, do you? Right here, there's a piece missing off that cam, that tooth. No, that really ain't gonna do any harm. But I have to see. I have to take it out. When I take it out, see if there's any more teeth missing. I was looking at the connecting rod, and I wasn't getting any play this way, you know, because I wanted to show you that tooth. I wasn't getting any play this way, but when the piston is top dead center, it's really sloppy. So we'll have to address that. I'll see if I can put that down and show you. We're top dead center here. I'll try not to shake the motor, but you can actually hear the play in the rod there. I don't know if this light's going to help or hurt. I don't know. We'll address that when it's out. We'll fix that. Alright. I marked the piston here with a little arrow going towards the front of the engine. I got the cap off. I took the cap off. This is a little scraped up, but I think it's because the connecting rod itself is scraped up. But let's turn it over and knock it out. Here we go. Should come right out. Here it comes. It came out too easy. Huh. Alright. Here we go. I found out why we don't have no compression. The rings are stuck. You know, they're not completely closed. But this one on the bottom here. Wow, this is the rest of the engine had clean oil, and this here is all gunked up. So, oh wow, the top ring is completely closed. Yeah, we got some issues here. Matter of fact, it's closed shut, and you can see where it was. See the shiny part there? It's almost like the rings were too big. Oh well. We'll do what we gotta do. Wow. Oh man. Somebody really hacked this up. They didn't. Lucky that didn't come out. That keeper for the wrist pin isn't in all the way, and somebody made one here out of a piece of wire. That's what happens when you get this used stuff. You don't know what you're getting. Okay. Yeah, the connecting rod is tight on the wrist pin, so that's a good sign. Alright, let's turn this up. Actually, we don't have to. We can actually just pull it out this way. Huh. See, this is what's fun for me. Interesting stuff. I've never dealt with a crankshaft like this. A little stubby guy. Let me clean it up. Yeah, it's scored up. We can we'll clean that up a little bit because we're going to have to close that connecting rod up a little bit. But this is nice. And this is beautiful. And even this side's nice. So the crank is good. Let's take the cam out. Let me turn you off a second so I clean this up a little bit. Alright, I'm back. It's been about 5 hours and I've been doing a little research, and I've been looking at this piston, and I'm going to get a real close-up on it. You got to wait for it to focus in. And we got some sort of good news and sort of bad news. Alright, see where that black mark is? We're looking at the top ring there. I think that's the end of the ring. You know, where the two come together. You know, it almost looks like a crack. I could be wrong. But then you come around. I'll try and stay in focus here. And this other black mark, there's another crack. But it's, if you notice, it's not a square crack. It's, hold on an angle, so I think that's an actual crack. So I'm not very optimistic about that top ring. You know, on rings, you see where it's bulging out? When you put rings on and everything, there's supposed to be a gap. You know, so when they close, you know, they don't bind up or they don't hit each other and stuff. There's a name for that, but I don't know it offhand right now. This one here, so I want to press that down. I gotta compress as far as I can. You still got a little gap. You know, that's acceptable. And this bottom ring, I think I could probably get the bottom ring out and the middle ring. But like I said, I think the top ring is already foobarred, might we say. But anyway, I can get a set of rings, you know, a 30 over set of rings, but they're $35. But the piston, we got to try and save the piston because I can't find one, you know, and I've been on the interweb for about 2 hours looking and stuff. So that's where we're at with that. So I'm gonna mess with that off camera, and we'll let you know how we make out. But right now, I think I'll take the valves out and then the cam, and then we'll call it a show. All right. We took the pins out of this, so should be able to get these out. There we go. Huh. Yeah, they feel real good. Tight, no slop. A little rough, not bad. Not bad at all. Huh. That actually looks pretty good too. Okay, good sign, good sign. Alright. Must be a little carbon holding it in. To be expected. There we go. Because when people clean these, they really don't clean them the way they should. Alright. This one looks good too. And the seat looks good. Okay. I think I'm going to throw this up in the vise and we'll take the cam out. Look at that. I know that has a chip tooth. Let's hope that's the only one. We got the block here in the vise. I got it taped there because I only got 2 hands. And I used some Gorilla Tape. You always knock this out from the drive side. There's a little plug on the bottom. It'll fall out. Okay. Get a different punch here. Okay. Here we go. Where you at? Now the cam should come out. I heard the little plug fall on the ground. We'll have to find out later. And I bring you over to the bench. Alright, let's take that cam out. Huh. Tight. Tight. I wonder why it's so tight. Oh, whoa. Oh, no. I see why it's so tight. It's broke. I had planned on reusing that cam. I guess that ain't gonna happen. Alright. Am I in camera here? Whoever rebuilt this probably didn't even know that cam was broke. Alright, I think I do have a spare. But there, that's about a $20-25 piece there, so yeah, Kai, Good thing you didn't pursue this. A lot of these parts I have, so it's not going to cost me anything. Huh, wow. Alright, let's see how the tablets are. Yeah, if you didn't have the parts for this, I would say abandon this project, but since we have most of the stuff, we'll see what happens when we take them rings out. I mean, this isn't a common engine, but I wouldn't exactly call it rare. Alright. All the tappets look good. Alright. Alright, so that's where we're at. Wow. I guess next thing I'll do, and I probably won't make a video of it, is I'm going to try and get these rings out. And also, I'll probably take this bolt out. I did heat it up already and hit it a few times and soak it with some Aerocoil. So maybe it'll come out easy enough. Alright, so that's where we're at. Wow, that's a surprise. So I guess we'll see you in the next one, alright? Alright, enough of this.